Hey guys, and welcome to my first voiceover. This is a concept design with me. This is going to be like the first part where I'm just trying to focus on drawing this spaceship or designing the spaceship, and that's basically like a school in the air, in space for my characters that I've been creating to use. I've also put up videos of those ones. Zara, creating my OC, her name is Zara, and then I have one other OC, Luna, and they're my main focus right now. But basically this is going to be like a spaceship school where they're going to live at and have dorms and stuff. So I was trying to first look up some inspiration online because I'm not good with building something so technical like a spaceship. So I had to look up some inspiration, grab inspiration from all different sources and stuff like that. I looked at Pinterest, and then I came on to regular Google, and I found that was the best for me. So I first, this arch-shaped thing I'm going for right here is a play off of the room that I've made for Zara, a little mock-up room, which will be later on in the video. Y'all see I made that a couple months ago for Zara. I am not really a background designer or environment designer in general, so it was kind of hard to try to put in perspective and stuff like that, because perspective is hard, and try to really think about what I want a room to look like and how it'll be easy to actually used. So I played off that kind of arch-shaped hallway. I'm doing hallways first, arch-shaped hallway, and the theme I'm going for is basically I want it to be futuristic but simplistic also. So because I'm not really good at drawing a lot of technical lines and making things look very mechanical, if I can say that, but yeah, technical. And so I give it like these huge side windows so you can see out into space. That's going to be going down the hallway, and then at the back of the hallway, each like segment of hallways has these doors that I just was thinking of to putting back, and so they have doors, like sliding doors that you have to use your hand to go through, or your ID. I didn't know what to make them use so far, but I haven't thought that far yet. But they'll use something to scan themselves through the doors and stuff like that to get to the next segment of the hallway. But yeah, and then the top of this arch shaped has another window that comes across. Goes down, and then it's just a very simple design. I didn't want to make anything too complicated, and after I did all of that, I felt like it was a little too basic. So I added these little, like, when you'll see in the video, I added these rectangle bars going from between the left window and then the middle window, the top of the arch on the ceiling window, and then on the other side some more rectangles, like these little, like, almost sound box looking things. I don't know, I want to give them a functionality, but I have no idea yet what to do with them. So if you guys have any suggestions, you could comment that down below. But yeah, right now I just focused on trying to make sure you can see the outside part of the spaceship from the outside. I probably make that a little bigger because it makes the spaceship kind of seem really thin, and spaceships are usually really thick for insulation and stuff like that. But yeah, now I'm working on the door. I wanted it to be see-through like usual, so you're gonna be able to see through that top window and that the top window of the door, and you see down the next hallway. But yeah, that door is also sliding. I don't remember if I said that or not, but yeah, it's a sliding door, so it goes from right to left. And here's where I start putting these like square blocks in, just to take up space and make it not look so simplistic, but simple at the same time. I really like how this design turned out. I was really surprised on how well it turned out. I mean, I kind of had a vision for this one in general. I already kind of knew what I wanted to do, and so I guess that's what made it easier. But this one is probably my favorite by far. I only do 2. I do another one after this, and you'll see that soon coming up. Right now I'm just working on the flooring, and the flooring is not going to be see-through because I feel like that would be too much. So is this going to be like, you know, these like lit tiles, big rectangular tiles lit underneath themselves, and I thought that would be pretty cool. Now I'm starting the second hallway design, where it's going to be more of a circular shape. I don't want to do like a basic I know the circular shape will be harder, but I didn't want to do something so basic like a rectangle hallway, like usual regular hallways, or a hexagonal common spaceship hallway. I wanted to try something different, so this hallway was circular, and I like how this one turned out. It was a hard choice. I didn't want myself to like this hallway as much as I did, and it really turned out kind of nice. I still think I love the first one more, but if you guys prefer the one on the right, always tell me that in the comments below. But I really do like both of these. To make it stick and modern, and I kind of started Wi-Fi shape those and like a Wi-Fi symbol until my sister but how they look, and sliding door, your handprint to get in. It's gonna be the other one's broken up into sections, so yeah. Okay, so with the second hallway, I wanted to do something similar to the first hallway, where it's very simple and has a lot of like that windows going around it and stuff to make it more, you know, modern and sleek. So I did the windows vertically this time, going around the circle shape, and and I make these arches to help me like plan out, because I want to put these like little columns between the windows to break them up in sections, and I thought this was a great way. And so I use those columns to break up the two windows within each segmented hallway, and the windows are wrapping around the hallway, if that makes sense, horizontally. So well, you guys to see that, but and then I start going in with this 3D column looking thing, yeah, and I start putting these lines around it to give it more, you know, texture. I don't want everything to look just flat, you know, so I do these little lines going around it, and I put these little light looking things in the hallway, on the columns, I mean, to light up the hallway, because I was like, I don't know where the light source would come from. I mean, I guess it could come from under the floor like in the other one, and I probably might make that a thing, but I don't know. I was also thinking about making these little like those little lines I made on the columns as lights also, and that'd be more sufficient than these little lamps right here. I feel like those could be like alarms, like if like there's like a fire alarm or an ear alarm if the ear is not clean or for breach. And yeah, it took me a while to perfect this circle, because I am not good at drawing organic shapes, you guys. I don't know, I can't draw a straight line for nothing. I can't draw a square nicely. I can't draw a circle for anything. And the only thing I'm like really good at drawing shape wise is like stars, like without like the little cookie cutter way, which is pretty cool, I think. So yeah. start drawing stars and small planets outside to show the window, so that that's a window you can see outside into space. Then I write that this one is more simple, the one on the left, and then the one on the right was a little more complex for me because of the circle shape that it has. I think that's why it was so much more complex, and then having to draw those lines, I feel like it was more easier. Well, it was easier with the other one with the rectangles because I just had to I not traced it, but I copied it over and over, copied and pasted it over and over. My footage got cut out of the one I was designing the other two concepts for the spaceship, but I mean that was fine anyway because I didn't really like those other two. They were just like brain dump. So this one I like a lot. This is an idea I've always had, but I was like, I don't know how to actually do it, so I just drew it, and instead of just overthinking about it, which I tend to do a lot. But I started off with 4 circles. These not circles, really, yeah, oval looking circles, and I wanted to use these circles as classrooms and the dorms. So I will eventually make them rounded out. So basically each oval represents like a level, like a story of the spaceship and or spacecraft. It will be like, it will contain classrooms and mostly dorms for the students that attend the space school to go to live in. And I'll show you guys in, like, when I do the main area, like where that cylindrical area is, that's going to be a main area and an elevator within the middle of it, so students could get around. That will be like the meeting point, because I'm going to draw hallways from the sides of the circles to the big cylinder rod in the middle. So it's like those will be the hallways, and the middle cylinder will be the elevator to get to each of those round circles, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. And then at the end of each of this rod is going to be where I focus on drawing the spaceship area, where like the dock and the control center, practically, yeah, that's the word for it. Control center is going to be for the astronauts to fly this thing, because it's huge. It's supposed to be huge, and it's going to be one at each end. So I'm going to copy this and paste it to the other side, rotating it a couple times. I got myself kind of confused when I was doing this, but yeah, I rotated it. And if you see out here, I'm going to be drawing like that little tiny little circle is going to be where the control center is. And that's going to be those two ends are going to be reporting back to each other to see if there's any, like, you know, keep out aware for danger and or enemies, threats, or stuff in space that they need to be worried about, because, you know, they have a whole spaceship full of students. And so yeah. I just start adding more detail to the spaceship and the dorms to make it look more 3D and show that those are actually windows and stuff like that. And eventually I start going in, trying to make this spaceship look less, you know, bland and too simple, make it look like it's actually like a spacecraft. So I start giving it these little not zigzag, but like boxy zigzag kind of designs on the side of the spaceship, on the rod cylinder, and to give it a little bit more, depth. So yeah. Then I practically just write out that I really like this one a lot with the smiley face, because I'm actually proud of this one when I finish it. I was surprised that I could actually like pull off something like this. There was no way I was thinking I was gonna look like that. I'm not in any way an environment designer, so this was hard for me. So I was like, oh wow, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. But yeah, I was happy with this one, how this one turned out. Then next, this is the room I was talking about earlier that I did for my OC Zara. This will be her room, her space room, which will be living in one of those circular ovals around a spaceship. And I just practically label out for you guys like where everything is. Here's the bed on top. I have it laid like on a different level. Like practically her living area is going to be up there, so her getting ready station is practically all up there, and where she sleeps, so her dresser, her mirror, her little laundry basket, and her bed are going to be up there with her nightstand and stuff. And then below is going to be her living area, so that's where she's going to be doing her homework and relaxing and just chilling and hanging out with friends and stuff. So I had to present this idea in class at my college, and one of my favorite ideas I had was using the chair as something to levitate you up to the second part of the room, the second floor of the room, so you could get to the bed and stuff, because I'm like, this is supposed to be futuristic and modern, so I'm like, they could have that kind of stuff now in this. So yeah, that's what that chair is for. And then the door leads out to not the hallway, but to the bathroom, because it's gonna be like a Jack and Jill bathroom where they share it with another roommate, and that's gonna be on the other side of the bathroom. And then I label out like that little blue area, a little screen looking blue area with the time on it. That's supposed to be a computer area slash like TV, I guess. It's just going to be like something where she could research and do and find information from and do her homework on. And that it's sitting on her desk area where she would be doing her work on and stuff like that. Everything's really modern in this, so there's a lot of like even the little section on her bookshelf with that technology with the music notes coming out of it, that's going to be something like almost like a speaker where she could play music and stuff. And then in this world, I haven't designed one yet. I want to let like Zara have her own pet, so that's why I gave her like this little area for it to have its own stuff and things. Although I might have to move everything because I totally forgot about designing a door. Ironically, for this room, I did one for the bathroom, but I didn't do one for her getting out of her room. I don't want her to be trapped, so I decided I want it to be on the side where it curves, on that right side. It's going to be coming from our direction. So for this layer, I designed the main area between that cylinder rod between the dorms and the classrooms. This is going to be the elevator practically. I wanted to be where those rods that were meeting up from the cylinder area to the dorms, those hallways meet here, and then it just puts them in an elevator as soon as they walk through the door, and they select what level they're trying to go to. I just thought of this idea, so I would have to refine this edit this design a little bit more, but this is practically what I want to. I like this idea more than what I had originally, where they were going to be having this smaller elevator in the middle, and when they come through the hallway doors, they have this lounge area. But I was like, I could probably use one of the classroom areas on the lower level circle on the spaceship, and have like areas for them to hang out and lounge around in, like study areas, library, and cafeteria and stuff like that. So I decided that I like that idea a lot more, and them just hanging out in this small circle area. It would make more sense having the bigger area for them to conjugate, you know. But yeah, I do label out everything for you guys. I decided I should have did that from the beginning, so I go back and label my the layers of the spaceship design, the hallway, to make it more easier for you guys to see what I was trying to talk about. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next week with another video. Comment on if I need to change anything or not. But thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed. Bye.